really a delight to be here tonight, to see so many friends and making some new friends. But many of you I've met in all kinds of places, all over the world. And it's just really exciting to see everybody come together. We've had this dream of doing a global multinational list for years and years and years, and here it is. And so congratulations to all of you. Now I'm going to do something I haven't done for ages, which is to read a speech. Okay? So I'm sorry if I'm looking down rather than looking out, but I wanted to get it right tonight, which I usually don't. So I wanted to make sure I said everything right. So I want to start that when we first reserved this space a couple of months ago, little did we imagine that there would be so many other people that would want to occupy Wall Street at this time. But unlike the folks who are camping out in Zuccotti Park a few blocks from here, we actually are occupying Wall Street. We're inside the New York Stock Exchange, in what is indisputably the world's most prominent symbol of corporate capitalism, a building that some of those folks might refer to as the belly of the beast. Now, one of the reasons we wanted to hold this event right here is that we also have a message for Wall Street. It may not be as strident as the message our friends in the park have, but it's also not at all like the one depicted on the cover of the current issue of The New Yorker. Can everybody read that? Yeah. Okay. Well, for those of you who can't, let's see. I've got mine, change schmange. I'm good, thanks. Leave well enough alone. And the guy in the middle, and you'll notice this building is in the background, right? This keeps things precisely as they are. We do not believe that things should be kept precisely as they are. On the contrary, the sad truth is that most workplaces are not great places to work. Most people find their workplaces to be mildly alienating at best or downright exploitative at worst. Unfortunately, the companies represented here are the exceptions rather than the rule. Now, before I explain how I believe Wall Street can help change the situation and work with us to create a society where great workplaces are the norm, let us reflect back on the significance of this event. A list of the world's best multinational workplaces would have been unimaginable 30 years ago when my co-author Milton Moskowitz and I began research on a book about great workplaces. Nobody had ever done such a book before. So we were pleasantly surprised in the 2 years that we crisscrossed the country that we found enough companies to justify our title, the 100 best companies to work for in America. Fast forward 30 years, and now we have similar best workplace lists in some 45 countries. And tonight we're unveiling the mother of all lists, the world's best multinational workplaces. And what we see here tonight amongst all of you are companies that have gone to great lengths to listen to your employees and seek out their opinions on all kinds of issues. You provide great benefits, especially for working parents. You share the wealth with a broad cross-section of employees. Look at the literally thousands of employee millionaires that have been created through the generous stock option programs at Microsoft, Cisco, and Google. Or consider the terrific profit-sharing plans at SC Johnson, FedEx, and many other firms represented here tonight. You also give back to your communities through a wide variety of volunteer and philanthropic activities. And you don't lay people off at the drop of a hat. Many of you have gone to great lengths to avoid layoffs during the financial crisis. In fact, taken as a whole, your firms have added more than 150,000 new jobs this year. Indeed, the companies honored tonight represent exemplary corporate citizens. Just as being a good citizen starts at home with how you treat others in your family, being a good corporate citizen starts with how a company's management treats its employees. What we want to stress, however, is that all of you represented here tonight and on the various national lists are not only great places to work for your employees, you are some of the very best performing companies in the world by any financial criteria. We have considerable statistical evidence to back that up, including data that shows that the publicly held companies, for instance, that have appeared on our Fortune list over the past 14 years have outperformed the S&P 500 by a ratio of 3 to 1. Indeed, all of your companies are great performers precisely because you are great workplaces. Your companies that believe in a quote that I like from one of my heroes who's sitting right down here, Dr. Jim Goodnight of SAS. He often says, if you treat people as if they will make a difference, they will. And you are companies that believe in what I call the platinum rule. Employees do unto customers as managers do unto employees. Employees do unto customers as managers do unto employees. Yes, there is a link between the quality of a workplace and a company's performance. Yet Wall Street simply doesn't take that into account. By being so fixated on quarterly results and other financial measurements, Wall Street and its cousins in the City of London, the Bourse in Paris, the stock exchanges in Frankfurt, Tokyo, Sao Paulo, are missing what are important metrics for investors and managers. Such measurements do exist. They need to adopt measurements about the workplace. I would offer, for instance, that our Trust Index employee survey should be one such measure. Because nothing is more important for a company's ability to execute on its business plan or promote innovation than the level of trust within the organization. The point is that by adopting such measures, Wall Street could help this growing movement of companies represented by firms here tonight. You are creating great workplaces. We want to congratulate all of you on what you're doing and hope that you will continue to be an inspiration for all companies, large and small, national and multinational throughout the world. Any company anywhere can be a great place to work, and you are showing the way for others to follow. Thank you.